Hello, everyone. I don't even know what to call this, but I guess we'll call this an after stream review. So, why don't you play in hell? A movie came out in 2013. Um, it's this action comedy released in Japan that I was requested by Migo to check out. And this film, directed by, please excuse me if I'm saying this wrong, by Sion Sono, um, was bonkers in a good way. Um, so, if you are a fan of crazy action set pieces with weird, wonky, like somewhat out there setup and all that good stuff. Like to me, this was kind of like watching almost like a Quentin Tarantino esque type film. Also, kind of Robert Rodriguez kind of like as well. So like think the whole Planet. I think it was Planet Terror and Death Proof was the Madhouse collection thing. So think like along those lines, kind of like B movie ish, action and comedy like mixed in there. This so yeah, so let me read the description it has here. It's very brief. A renegade film crew becomes embroiled with a Yakuza clan feud. So yeah, like it says, this might get a little spoilery, but we'll see if I can do this without spoilers, even though it's been some time since this movie's been out. So it opens up with kind of like the beginning of this. It begin. I'm trying to remember. Did it open up with the film? I think it starts off with the young crew, the young film crew. These people were just these three kids. The F bombers. I'm not going to say the word. The F bombers. They're a, a film club that like to make their own movies, and they just happen to run into some young delinquents that were fighting each other, and so they're like, "Oh, let's film this. This is perfect. This is even better than what we've been filming." So they go ahead and film it, and one of the dudes there, one of the, I guess probably one of the leaders of the delinquents, Sasaki, was like thought was thought to be part of their crew, and like, why in the world are they filming this? What in the world's going on? But they liked him, and they had him join the film crew, and so they tried to make him an action star. It's just out of the blue, just like, you know what? You're awesome. You're gonna be the next Bruce Lee, but for Japan. It's gonna be dope. And so you end up seeing that, but then it flashes over to kind of this clan thing happening. Um, and so you get to this mob boss. He's over at one of his businesses, above like where the Yakuza meet, and you see he's there kind of with a mistress who's part of one of the businesses running there, and while he's there, it just so happens that at his home there was a home invasion from a rival Yakuza clan that, unfortunately, the hit goes wrong because they were trying to go after the mob boss, but at his home, but instead they ran into his wife, who was more than capable, and um, and he ends up, well, she ends up like almost murdering all of the assailants there. Um, and there's only one survivor, and the girl in the commercial that the show really truly opens up with. Um, It's this like this young girl who just happens to be in this really cute toothpaste commercial thing. She comes into the house to realize, oh, this is the scene that my mom left. Yes, that girl is the daughter of the one of the Yakuza clans, the Mudo one. And so she runs into the scene there at the house because she's like, "Where is everybody?" And then she she runs into one of the dudes who's just like, oh, it seems to be on his dying breath, and he's like, "What's going on, man? Clean the stuff up." He's just like, "Why is it messy in here?" And she's like unfazed by all the blood and stuff and dead bodies and the what seems to be like the kitchen area, and so yeah, so that's where they meet, and since that happened, the Mudo clan attacked the hold on, I'm gonna get the exact name because I don't want to mess it up. I think it's the Tanigawa um, clan. I may be wrong. I'm not seeing it on here right now, so I'm gonna just go with Tanigawa. I think I'm wrong, but anyway, ends up trying to just go ahead and like retaliating or whatever, and then they decide after that, and as well the main leader of the Tanigawa clan or whatever um, is like killed. The guy who was in the assailant attack that the wife ended up taking, ended up going to jail for, ends up surviving, um, and that survivor took the lead of that clan. So when the Mudo clan met with them, they decided to hold a truce, which only lasted about 10 years. So 10 years later, the release is coming up soon for the Mudo clan, wife, and this whole time, it seems during that truce, the leader of the Mudo clan, um, yeah, the leader of the Mudo clan decides was trying his best to support the career of his daughter, to make sure that she has a fantastic film for his wife to see when she is finally released, because that's all she wanted, was to see the career of her young, beautiful, cute daughter flourish or whatever. But the clan feuds just keep getting in the way, and that's kind of like where it all leads to. But somehow, through the twist of fate, the crew from the film club crew gets mixed in with all of it as well. They get roped into having to make this film for the daughter to star in, and everything in between that is bonkers. I'm trying not to spoil everything. Like I was wondering the whole time how the film crew and the feuding Yakuza clans were going to eventually cross. I knew it would happen eventually, so I don't feel like it's that much of a spoiler to let you know that they eventually, their stories converge out of the blue. But yeah, everything about this was a wild trip. Like all of the writing, the visuals of it, like the photography for this, it was actually really cool. I I dig a lot of the shots, and especially when oh gosh, why is my brain farting right now? Let me just look it up. It's right here. When the daughter Mitsuko, Mitsuko, when she comes into the scene to see kind of the blood filled floor leading to the kitchen, that shot just to see it just completely covered and just like way too much blood for any of them to really survive. But you know, whatever. Um, like to see that scene, like when she entered the room and it is just like just completely red, and the way she slides into the kitchen, it was just like I was like, this is some cool filmmaking right here. And then the way they even tie that in to the end was like, I was like, that's really cool. There's still some twists in there that made me be like, oh, they did that. Wow. Um, and then oh man, it's just weird. And then how they tie in the film crew and their wish to try and make it big, even though they like haven't, because he's kind of doing it for the art, not to try and really become famous. He just wants to make the best film, the one that will go down in history, even if he has to die to make it happen. Like that whole theme kind of tying in, and then Mitsuko maybe not fully believing in her wish to become a fantastic actress, despite that's something that Muto and his wife have been wanting for her. Like it's all very it's all very interesting. It seems like it kind of has like a big huge theme that's like all tied together, but then there's other times where maybe it's just for the thrill of filmmaking in general, which I feel is kind of what it is. And but the movie the movie is just an experience to me, and it was a very fun one. Like I had fun watching just what crazy twists and turns all these characters would end up going. Like I love Mitsuko as a character in this, like, because she's just so plucky, from the young actress who plays her to the older actress who plays her. um, and then Ikigami, the one who takes control of the Kirigawa um, clan, when like the one his character as well is just is funny throughout the whole thing to me. Even Muto, the leader of the Muto clan, since it seems he doesn't really get a first name, even Muto was just funny. The way, like, the way he just put so much effort to make this movie happen. To have wow, yeah, yeah. The characters are just kind of earnest in their own ways, or quirky in their own ways, that just make you say, I, I want them to win out somehow. Like, they're all kind of endearing in their own weird, quirky ways, and I just loved the whole experience of watching this. Like, it was truly a blast. Like, I like I said before, like this is definitely kind of in that that um, Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez realm of type of movies. If you dig that type of movie, like that kind of like purposefully B movie, kind of like um, action flick type thing, it like this is like where you're gonna find some good stuff in Japanese. Like this was awesome. Like it was it was so it was shot so well, and just the writing too, the character writing itself. I don't feel like the dialogue is as poetic as some the poetic may not be the best word, but it may not be mm, potent or super memorable as like a Quentin Tarantino movie, but still the way the characters themselves are just characterized, the way they behaved in this world that's created for this movie, it was still perfect. Like you truly kind of believed and wanted to root for. I feel like a lot of the characters in this, and that's what makes this so great and makes me want to be like, yeah, if you like crazy action films that like with a lot of comedy and humor, just absurdist action films, check this. I would totally recommend this to you. It was great. Like, it was so good. There's no like I still don't feel like there's a super major point or theme it was trying to get across, but it's like just straight for the thrill of it. Kind of like Pulp Fiction. I feel it was kind of like that. Because I was like thinking like because I feel like Django had still had like some bit of a point to it. Pulp Fiction I don't feel has as much of a like a statement. It's just kind of the experience. Um, yeah, but yeah, it was fun, and I highly enjoyed it. So thanks, Miko, for recommending this. And yeah, until next time, much love, peace. Threes. Sorry, that's my ending, but you know, check me out.